Hello, everyone. So I'm recording for the Thursday episode. And as usual, our Thursday topic is spirituality journey and also well-being talk. So I would love to share what I'm really thankful for. And that is also related to how I pray too. So a lot of people may think that prayer is very official and very formal, but prayer actually means you talk to God. And it's whether you say it aloud or whether you talk to him internally and whispering to him. Yes, that's prayer. And after the lengthy journey of training and disciplining and really making myself and my spirituality journey complete and whole in Christ, I am very thankful for this discipline and also training. And I thought, let's say there has been no hot furnace going refining process and everything was so pinkish color and everything was so good. Let's hypothetically imagine that. Then after reaching, let's say 50 years old or like 60 years old, I don't think that I would have that emotional resilience and also emotional flexibility and also spirituality, spiritual maturity, if all of my life, 50s and 60s, if my life was just full of pinkish color, like every blossoming, every season is so good, everything is so comfortable, no challenges, nothing, no wilderness journey, no hot furnace going painful training and disciplining period. So I am so thankful because of this painful hot furnace refining process and disciplining stages and years of training because of the gift that Abba Father, with good intentions, Abba Father really used this several years of disciplining and training to make me matured in detail. My joy is my responsibility. My joy is my job. In the past, I couldn't do that. If somebody or if something negative happened in my life, in the past version of me, like I would be very low, very emotionally drained for like days and days or like weeks like that. But now it's like, come on, I have 30 minutes or like 1 hour to process this incident or this people or this, whatever you call it. And let's process it. Let's talk to God and let's write it down or let's let it go so that, yes, so that I'm not influenced by that negative event or incident or anything or anyone. And another thing, another example is in the past, everything was like, yeah, these days a lot of people like focus heavily on self-love, self-care, everything self-oriented. And I agree in some extent because without taking care of yourself, how can you love others? How can you take care of others, right? So the whole purpose here and intention here is the good intention and good purpose to be able to help others and to be able to share that with others with that good health, with good energy. But in the past, maybe I wasn't really heavily focused on giving it back or other people. And that comes down to maturity. The reason why I'm working so hard, the reason why I'm working out so hard, or the reason why I am doing XYZ is to be able to give back and to be able to share it back to the community. And yes, in the past, when I was not really matured enough, it was like, oh, for my something, XYZ. But God made me really realize that it's not about you in the end. It's about Him. It's for the glory of God, first of all. Second of all, it's for your neighbors. So, me part, I'm not talking about taking care of yourself is not important. It is important to be able to share it back to the community and also to give it back to the society. And self-ego and self-centered versus the good intention of for the other people, there's a huge difference. And after the life challenges and after the spirituality journey, training, disciplining, yes, God, looking back, God has really made me realize that it's not about me at all. It's about God, to glorify God, first of all, and also for others. So that comes down to good intention and good motives. And actually, that's, yeah, people feel that because that will ultimately, if that's the whole purpose of why you're doing it, that comes down to right attitude and right character. And whenever I come across people in their 20s, they're like so heavily focused on their like own fame or own title, or like even for those people who already had title because they're old enough, but does not have good character, it's like it stinks, right? So wow, you're in your 50s or like 60s, but your character, it's so self-focused. Your selfish motivation and selfish motives, it stinks, you know. It's like the people are around them will suffer because of their selfish motives. And also people know around the people, that self-centered people, yeah, people know and notice that that title person does not care. The title person stinks with wrong attitude and wrong character and wrong motives. And unfortunately, I've come across a lot of people like that. And yeah, it makes me realize again why God made me go through the hot furnace refining process to remove all that impurities, right? Self-seeking, self-oriented motives, and removed all of those. And really, yes, it's for the glory of God, first of all, and for others. And yes, so that's the reason why I'm so thankful. Physically and mentally, it was so painful. It was beyond description, so painful. However, God was always with me, and God has been always with me, and God will be with me forever. So that's what I'm really grateful for and so thankful for. So if you're going through that tough wilderness journey, you're not alone. God is always there, even though you don't feel like it. Our feeling is really temporary, and we should not be disguised by that, but we need to lean into the word, the truth, the Bible, and yes, seek His will and seek His wisdom. And He uses people, and He positioned people, whether it's believers or non-believers, He positioned people to help you out. So if you're going through that period of time, reach out to people that you feel and you think, spiritually speaking, that God has positioned them for you to get through that process, get through the wilderness journey, and grow through that wilderness journey. And yeah, so that's my spirituality, well-being, wellness talk. And I hope this episode gives you insights. And at the end of the day, I'm not here to please anybody else, but to please God and glorify God and share my unique experience with you so that somehow I can help you get through that process, what I needed to go through. And yes, my whole purpose and my motives is very crystal clear for the glory of God, and also for you to, yeah, to get through that journey and to help you out through my stories. So to help out. So yes. And thank you so much for taking your time to listen to this podcast on YouTube. And if you like this episode, click this like button and also follow us on Instagram at fuel.to. Thank you, and we love you. God bless you so much. And we'll connect next Tuesday and Thursday.